Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill. We have 2024 resolution to play with every and each lower tier mother trucker, so we are starting with the tanks, which are top of the tree for obvious reasons. Chinu. The last video of the Chinu was long time ago, very long time ago, fellas. As you can see, community ratings are average on the tank I rated. This vehicle is average, and overall there is not too many things to say, to be completely honest with you. It is a typical tier 5 average tank. No armor, average gun handling, average speed, maybe even below average speed. It's, nothing extraordinary. But nevertheless, we are going to make this beautiful, magnificent mother trucker work, and we will see what tier 5 has to bring for us. How about that? To be completely honest with you, fellas, I like to play lower tiers once in a while, you know, to refresh the brain, to remember how the things are looking like there, and just to slap the living crap out of seal clubbers. How about that, fellas? We just bounced the shot from 85 to... Fellas? We just bounced the shot from T3485M to T3485. Okay, the best gamer out there. You might think all of this was luck, but I disagree. All of this was a pure skill, okay? We are enjoying ourselves playing in the open field. We are feeling great, we are having a good time, and we are just enjoying ourselves to the maximum. How about this, fellas? This is the lower tier gameplay, you know? And you know what? It is exciting for me. It is once in a while fine to play lower tiers and just to enjoy ourselves to the maximum. What do you have to say about this? Skill, I did not expect you to be so dirty. Yeah. I love you as well, fellas. You are awesome. So all in all, the plan and the strategy is extremely simple. All we want to do, we want to sit here sideways, or we want to sit here in the open field, and we want to punish enemies whoever are making some silly goose mistakes, right? That's all we need for a full happiness. This is not the tank which is created to make a hardcore pressure, because we do not really have armor whatsoever, right? So whenever we are playing the tanks like this, we are just simply trying to stay away from the enemies to the best of our abilities, and whenever enemies are doing some mistakes, then we are saying for them, oh hi, nice to meet you, nice to see you, good to know that you are enjoying the tier 5 or tier 6 or tier 4, whatever enemies we are shooting, right? And this is our gameplay with the lower tier tanks. And once again, this is not a shame, this is just how the gameplay is looking like of this tier, and there is nothing bad about it, fellas, truly. Even now, in this situation, you might think, Skill, you are bullying the tier 6 tank, and yes, I am bullying the tier 6 tank, and you know what? I do enjoy it. I am still alive and he is dead, that's all that matters. This is the most important thing. Not the wisest and not the most intelligent trades overall, but you know what? We are fine. We are alive and we are feeling just great. Plus on top of that, we know that enemy Arta is sitting somewhere around this area, I would say. Plus on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, we should be able to punish this Mr. Wolverine sitting here. Although this Wolverine can be extremely dangerous tank for us as well. Let's try to go for semi-complicated shot, and here you go. Fellas, we are having a great time. So in this situation and in this battle, all we did, we were having a safe defense parameter, right? We did not went too crazy aggressively against the enemy forces, and we were just simply punishing them for one or another mistake which they may do. And you know, we found quite a bit of the mistakes overall. Lower tier gameplay in World of Tanks is a bit different, if I can say so. I think in the lower tier, the safe gameplay is probably the most important thing. Because armor, let's get real, armor simply doesn't work in the lower tiers, right? And all we are trying to do is, we are trying to get a bit of the damage left, right, and center. And you know what? Believe me or not, this is working just fine. We are doing a great job, and we are finishing with 4 kills and 2000 damage. Absolutely glorious. So what we learned from all of this, how Chinu is looking like. The Chinu is made out of paper. Chinu has okay gun, or average gun, I suppose to say. So all you need to do, you need to stay safe. And if you are going to go in front, obviously, when enemies will see, oh, I see the Chinu in front. Well, it's going to be kind of a game over, if you know what I mean, and it's not going to be the best thing ever. Other than that, it's pure relaxation and it's pure enjoyment, at least in my opinion. All in all, we did 2.2 thousand damage, 100 assisting damage. We got a solid ace, which is very much appreciated. We are getting Oskin's medal as well, which is given for killing higher tier tanks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Destroy 3 enemy vehicles which are 1 tier higher than you. Beautiful. We are first by experience, we are first by the damage, and we stayed on the same. We haven't lost any credits whatsoever, at least on the paper. That's very, very good. So far, very good performance. Let's keep it up. Okay, this is going to be a bit harder, I see. I flexed too much. I said, yeah, the tier 5 gameplay is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Meanwhile, we are playing against the tier 7s. It's time to man up, and it's time to pay a humongous attention to what we are doing in the game. First things first, obviously, where the gun goes, 125 alpha damage gun with gold and with the standard shells, but to be completely honest with you, it's not even worth to shoot the standard shells overall. At least in matchmaking like this. Against the tanks, maybe like Chi Ri, it is okay, but let's get real. Against the higher tier vehicles, especially let's say Vaza 44, or someone who actually has armor, this is significantly more difficult situation, and we just simply need to be smart how we are approaching the enemies and how we are dealing with them, right? We want to be smart and we want to be successful as well, and that could be a complicated situation. Also, I really want to highlight one thing, that for the tier 5 gun handling truly doesn't feel like it is the worst gun handling ever, honestly speaking. So far the gun treats us real nice, and so far we are enjoying ourselves to the maximum. At least this is how I look into all of this. Now, Mr. Chaffee, he will regret his life choices. All we need to do, we need to take our time to pre-aim our shots, and we are going to be fine. 3 damage. Now in this situation, fellas, whenever you are playing with a tier 5, and it's not only about the Chinu, you need to be smart. You do not want to go in front and do some kind of silly goose trades. You want to be like a bloody eagle, lurking somewhere in the middle of the nowhere and reacting into the situation whenever enemies are doing one or another silly goose decision, right? This is what you want to do whenever you are playing with the lower tiers, honestly. You just do not want to get involved into the game whenever you are the first guy who's going to take one for the team. You are first in line, and let's say, imagine that we are meeting Oni or Oi. Doesn't really matter, right? We are instantly getting one-shotted, shotgunned, and we are sent to the garage, right? This is not what we need, and this is not what we are looking for, if you know what I mean. This is not what we are looking for, fellas. So, in this situation, let's chill. Let's take the chill pill and let's wait for it. Now, what am I waiting for? By the way, it's not clear, are we winning this game or are we losing this game, how we can approach the enemy team, and what we're supposed to do here. So, whenever a situation is happening like this, all we need to do, we need to relax, we need to take it easy, and we simply need to wait until enemies will say, yeah, it's about the time to make pressure. And as you can see, this Brett Panther is the one who messed up and who made a mistake. That being said, all we need to do now, we need to keep bursting this Brett Panther, and we need to say, no, mother trucker, enjoying yourself, beautiful. This is the gameplay with a tier 5 whenever you are playing against the higher tiers, you know? Not to get too much involved and just to simply chill out and have a great time. Also, in this situation, there is a Vaza 44 trying to be super duper hyper turbo aggressive here, which actually could work in our favor. Why it can work in our favor? Because we are sitting, we are 2 versus 1 in this situation, and his armor won't work against us whenever we are shooting the gold ammunition, right? And this is exactly what we want to see. This is exactly how we want to make pressure, and this is exactly how we want to play the game. Now there is a tiny pixel how we should be able to eliminate this guy from the game, but once again, it's not as simple as it might look like. Okay, Cheeto eliminated this guy from the game, that's nice. Now, all we need to do, we need to go for this cover 1, because this cover 1 is sitting in the middle of the nowhere. He's definitely in the crossfire, so this is the moment whenever it is we go time, okay? This is the moment whenever we are going to say, no, how are you doing? The tier 8, the tier 5 heavy tank, are you lost? Oh, poor soul. You know, that's what we need for a full happiness. Now, we are jumping just like so. We should not die from the jump like this. And now we are just going to support our forces to the best of our abilities. And now we go. Now this is the tier 5 time whenever we are just simply making pressure together with our team for obvious reasons. Because enemies have no team at the moment, right? Enemy team is completely eliminated from the game. And now we are just saying, yep. We're back from the game. I kind of enjoyed myself, okay? For most of the game, I thought I am making some kind of difference and we are playing very, very well. But in the end of the day, yeah. Anyways, 1.6 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. I'm feeling happy about this performance. We are third by experience. We are third by the damage. That was a good game. And we made even a bit of the profits, although most of the profits are coming, well, not most, all of the profits are coming from completing mission. And please keep this in mind. If not this mission, we would actually lose some credits. But that's to be expected. So far, we are playing very, very well. Let's keep it up, and last game with almighty Chinu. Okay, and last but not least, we are playing in Ruinberg Standard Battle. One more thought, fellas, random thought in my head. Is it me or are they significantly more dangerous in the lower tiers? I'm not even joking. I truly mean it, you know? Because in the higher tiers, it's really rare that you are going to get one-shotted or something. But in the lower tiers, it happens quite often, and it's kind of sad, honestly. But maybe I am just being too sensitive, and maybe I am over-sensitizing the situation, right? You tell me in the comment section down below, do you feel this or not? And if you feel it, and you are not subscribed to this channel, and you are getting annoyed by the art, well, you know what you can do. You can subscribe. It's free, fellas. Think about it. Okay, when we have this out of the way, Ruinberg. No, what can we do? This is the question. Our goal is going to be very, very, very simple over there. Our mission is just to annoy the enemies from the spawn. We do not need to research the bicycle here, okay? I just simply want to... He lost all crew. He lost all crew, fellas. Levhash slapped this ELC so hard that both of the crew members went for a smoke break, okay? He's dead. I know the tank still has hit points, but he is dead. GG. Finito. Never to be seen again. So here you go. This is how the things are looking like in the lower tier if you follow me and if you know what I mean. Absolutely ridiculous, fellas. How this poor ELC should feel about this. And probably Arta just splashed him, because I hit him before, so he got splashed by 20 and both of the crew members died. Wow. That is quite a rare situation, if you know what I mean. At least it doesn't really happen too often to me, right? At least from what I remember whenever I am playing with the lower tier tanks. Unfortunate. Oh, can we eliminate him from the game? Yes, we can. Beautiful. Okay, so in this situation, as you can see, once again, we are just simply taking a bit of the slower approach. We are having a safe defense parameter over there, and we are just... all we are dreaming about is punishing enemy forces for making a silly goose mistakes. It is definitely not a rocket science to play with a lower tier overall. All we want to do we want to stay low. We do not want to get hit by the enemies for no reason whatsoever, and we want to keep doing some damage and obviously defending our position, or alternatively, you know, when the times are good, when the times are awesome, then we can make a bit of pressure, right? But this is not the priority. At first, we want to stay safe and we want to defend our positions. That's all we want to do. And overall, I believe many of you would agree that lower tiers are kind of a bit of the kindergarten of the world of tanks, and that is not a bad thing, fellas. By saying kindergarten of the world of tanks, that means the newer players are playing in the lower tiers, right? And this is not a bad thing. In fact, this is a good thing, you know? If we would not have a new players, that would be a problem, right? And this is like a newer player playground to the certain extent, right? And that's completely fine. It is not a bad thing, and in fact, I would say it is good thing. Now, all we want to do over there, we want to keep punishing enemies for being aggressive here, right? That's all there is to say in this battle, and we need to have our eyes wildly open. That's all we are doing, fellas. Definitely not a rocket science. Okay. I think in this situation, all we want to do, we want to go in front, right? We want to say, hi, how is your day? Boom. We want to eliminate as many guns as we physically and possibly can over there. And oh my bananas, what do we have? We have cover 1 with a small PP shooting us. And that is not ideal, fellas. Cover 1 with a small PP is very, very scary. Oh yes, yeah, this is game over. That's okay. I do not really mind. That is okay battle, and we are accepting this. Wow, that was quite a crazy game. Cover 1 definitely did a heavy lifting in the city, and you know, whenever you are playing with a medium tank or whenever you are playing with a Chinu in this type of situation, there is nothing what you can do too much, right? Whenever you are in the crossfire, you are in the crossfire, and you are just saying, okay, I understood game, I am accepting my responsibility, and yeah, better luck next time. I still feel like my performance was a bit better than this ELC who got knocked out by the art after 20 damage in the face, you know? I am definitely feeling a bit better. So, yeah, this is the first pancake, or not first pancake. This is our return to the lower tier matchmaking and lower tier games. I want to cover every and each lower tier tank from tier 5 up to the tier 7, right? And we are going to try to do our best in order to have as much content as we physically and possibly can. And 2024 is whenever we will replay everything. Anyways, I'm happy about this gameplay. 1000 damage, 1000 assisting damage. I'm feeling all right. We finish at second by experience. We finish at third by the damage. We did a great job. Overall, we saved enough. We haven't spammed that much gold, so we are pretty much on the same where the credits go. And our performance was very, very fine for a Chinu. Average performance is 1.6 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. Overall, beautiful game, and I think we did a great job. I hope you are excited as I am to play with the lower tiers and to refresh our knowledge about every and each tank. And I hope you're feeling great about this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your daily dose of skill, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.